Welcome back my YouTube channel, Old COIN ZEE Collection. Today's video, we will explore one of the most iconic and collectible coins from the United States, this coin 1919 1-cent wheat penny. A coin that may seem small in size, but holds a significant place in numismatic history. The 1919 wheat penny is a cent coin produced by the United States Mint and is part of the famous Lincoln wheat cent series. It is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition gives it a distinct reddish-brown appearance, especially in uncirculated condition. The coin has a diameter of 19 millimeters and a weight of 3.11 grams. This penny was minted just after the end of World War I, a time when the country was going through a major social and economic transition. The production of coins during this period remained high to meet the demand of a growing American population and expanding economy. The 1919 issue, therefore, saw large mintage numbers. There were 3 different mint locations that produced the 1919 Lincoln wheat penny: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Among these, the Philadelphia Mint produced the largest quantity, over 392 million coins. Denver and San Francisco minted around 57 million and 139 million respectively. On the obverse, or front, of the coin is the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure and has remained the longest-running coin design in American history, although it has gone through some updates over the decades. The reverse side features 2 wheat stalks arching along the left and right edges, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. The phrase E pluribus unum appears at the top of the reverse, symbolizing unity through diversity. The wheat design gives the coin its popular name, the wheat penny. Victor D. Brenner, the designer, was a Lithuanian-born sculptor who immigrated to the U.S. His initials VB were originally featured prominently on the 1909 release, but were later removed and then reintroduced in a more subtle position under Lincoln's shoulder in later years, including in the 1919 penny. Collectors admire the 1919 wheat penny not only for its design and historical context, but also for its role in American culture. It was a common coin used in everyday transactions, making it a nostalgic piece for many older generations who remember seeing and using it in their childhood. While the 1919 penny was widely circulated, most of the surviving examples today show significant wear, as they were used heavily for many decades. However, some coins managed to survive in mint or near mint condition, preserved by collectors who recognized their potential value early on. The value of a 1919 wheat penny depends greatly on its condition and the mint mark. In average circulated condition, a 1919 penny without a mint mark is typically worth between 50 cents and $2. However, higher-grade coins can be worth significantly more in uncirculated or mint state. A 1919 wheat penny can fetch anywhere from $20 to over $150, depending on the luster, color, and sharpness of the strike. Coins graded MS-65 and above become much rarer and more valuable, particularly those from the San Francisco and Denver mints. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the extraordinary value some rare examples can reach. In the world of numismatics, condition is king. If a 1919 wheat penny is found in pristine condition with flawless surfaces, it can achieve astounding auction prices. One such example is a 1919 wheat penny that sold for an unbelievable sum of over $3 million. This was a near-perfect specimen, graded as MS-69 by a top-tier grading company. It was the finest known example of this issue, with unmatched eye appeal and virtually no imperfections. The coin was sold at a high-profile auction, drawing attention from elite collectors and institutions around the world. The historical significance, rarity in condition, and demand for high-grade early Lincoln cents contributed to its record-breaking value. These high-value coins are extremely rare and are not the typical 1919 wheat pennies found in circulation or even in most collections. However, they remind us of the potential hidden treasures within common-looking coins and the importance of preservation and professional grading. For collectors, finding a 1919 penny in exceptional condition is like discovering a piece of American history frozen in time. Whether you're holding a modest, circulated example or a gem-quality coin, each one has a story to tell from over a century ago. Many coin enthusiasts actively search through old penny rolls, coin shops, and estate sales in hopes of uncovering a hidden gem. The thrill of the hunt is part of what makes numismatics such an exciting and rewarding hobby. In conclusion, this coin 1919 United States 1-cent wheat penny coin history. This coin 1916 1-cent wheat penny. A coin that not only carries monetary worth but echoes the stories of a nation on the brink of modern transformation. The 1916 wheat penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, a groundbreaking change from previous allegorical depictions like Liberty. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny quickly became a symbol of national pride. Struck in the United States, the 1916 Lincoln Cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. With a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighing approximately 3.11 grams, the coin holds both physical beauty and historical charm. Its reddish-brown tone deepens over time, giving older coins like this one a rustic, vintage feel. The obverse of the coin displays a right-facing portrait of President Lincoln, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date, 1916, on the right. The simplicity of the design is one of its most powerful elements, reflecting the solemn dignity of the man it portrays. Turn to the reverse, and you'll find the famous wheat ears design, with 1 cent boldly in the center, United States of America just below it, and the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, arching above. The two wheat stalks curving along each side lend the coin its nickname, the wheat penny. In 1916, the United States Mint produced these pennies at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco are marked with D and S respectively, just below the date on the obverse side. The mintage figures are substantial for 1916. Over 131 million coins from Philadelphia, about 35.9 million from Denver, and 22.5 million from San Francisco. While none of these are considered particularly rare in general circulation, certain conditions and errors can greatly elevate a coin's value. Collectors especially prize 1916 wheat pennies in uncirculated or mint state condition. The coin's copper composition makes it susceptible to oxidation and wear, so finding one in pristine form is a rare treat. Bright red specimens, untouched by time, command premium prices in the market. One factor that increases a coin's value exponentially is historical context. The year 1916 was significant. The world was engulfed in the First World War, though the U.S. had yet to join. At home, the economy was growing, technology was advancing, and the Lincoln Cent became a quiet witness to the lives of everyday Americans. Now, let's talk value. A standard 1916 wheat penny in good circulated condition might fetch just a few dollars. But here's the catch. If you happen to own one in perfect, uncirculated condition with rich red coloring and full details, its value can soar. A top-graded 1916 Lincoln Cent has been known to reach auction prices of up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. This humble copper coin, if preserved impeccably and certified by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC, becomes a millionaire's prize. Beyond condition, other elements also drive value. Die varieties, such as double dies or repunched mint marks, can be extremely rare and valuable. While no major errors are widely known for the 1916 cent, collectors are always hunting for anomalies that set their coin apart from the masses. Authenticity is key in the world of coin collecting. Many fakes and counterfeits attempt to mimic the details of rare pennies. That's why it's essential to have your coin appraised and graded by a reputable agency. Documentation and certification not only confirm a coin's legitimacy, but also preserve its value over time. Owning a 1916 wheat penny is like holding a time capsule. From its historical design to its cultural resonance, it's a coin that tells the story of a changing America. Whether found in a forgotten drawer, a family heirloom, or an estate sale, it always brings a sense of discovery. Collectors often cherish the Wheat Penny series because it represents a foundational era in American coinage. It spans 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and massive societal changes. The 1916 penny, sitting right at the edge of these transformations, feels particularly symbolic. For many hobbyists, the journey of collecting Lincoln cents becomes a lifetime pursuit. Completing a full set from 1909 to 1958, including all key dates and mint marks, is a common goal. And the 1916 issue remains an important part of that journey. Not overly scarce, yet still full of character. If you ever come across this coin 1916 United States wheat penny coin history, this coin 1917 1-cent wheat penny from the United States of America. The 1917 wheat penny is one of the early coins from the famous Lincoln cent series. This coin holds a special place in American numismatics, not only for its age, but also for its design and the historical context in which it was minted. Issued during the First World War, this penny is a reflection of American culture and industrial strength during a time of global uncertainty. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series was introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was designed to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1917 issue represents one of the early years in this series, and it carries the original design elements that collectors admire. On the obverse of the 1917 penny, you will see the right-facing profile of President Abraham Lincoln. Above his head is the motto, "In God We Trust." To the left is the word liberty, and to the right, the date 1917 is struck clearly. If the coin is from the Philadelphia Mint, there is no mint mark. Coins from Denver carry a small d, and those from San Francisco bear. The reverse features 2 simple wheat ears arching along the left and right rims of the coin. This design element gives the coin its nickname, Wheat Penny. Between the wheat ears are the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto E Pluribus Unum above, designed by Victor David Brenner. This coin was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Brenner's initials, VB, are often a point of interest among collectors, especially because they were removed from the reverse in mid-1909 and reappeared later on Lincoln's shoulder. The 1917 wheat penny was struck in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 196 million coins, the Denver Mint over 55 million, and the San Francisco Mint over 32 million. Although these numbers may seem high, condition, rarity of specific varieties, and die errors significantly affect a coin's value. What makes the 1917 penny particularly fascinating is its historical background. America entered World War I in April 1917. The coin was circulating during a time of major global events, making it not just a monetary piece, but a small artifact of history held in the hand of everyday Americans. Over the years, many 1917 cents have worn out due to heavy circulation. Finding them in pristine condition is extremely rare. Uncirculated examples, especially those with red luster, are highly sought after by collectors. Some coins even feature doubling errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to misalignment in the die. This dramatically increases the coin's rarity. In terms of material, the coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Its composition remained the same until 1943, when wartime needs led to a temporary change in material. Now let's talk about the value. A circulated 1917 penny typically ranges between 50 cents to $5, depending on its condition. However, uncirculated coins with full red coloring can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Rare mint state examples with mint errors, such as double die obverse or repunched mint marks, have been auctioned at exceptionally high prices. One of the finest known examples of a 1917 Lincoln wheat penny, in MS67 plus red condition, was sold at auction for nearly $3 million, making it one of the most valuable 1-cent coins in existence. The price reflects not just the grade, but also the extraordinary rarity and appeal among elite collectors. It's important to note that the coin market is influenced by several factors, including condition, mint mark, strike quality, historical context, and current collector demand. A coin might look ordinary to the untrained eye, but could be a treasure under magnification and proper evaluation. If you happen to come across a 1917 wheat penny, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for signs of luster, clarity in lettering, and any possible doubling. Even coins that aren't in mint condition hold historical and sentimental value, especially if passed down through generations. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a beginner starting your coin journey, the 1917 wheat penny is a wonderful coin to explore. It stands as a reminder of America's past and the enduring legacy of its coinage. That brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you enjoyed this detailed look at this coin 1917 United States wheat penny coin history. This coin 1918 1-cent wheat penny. This small copper coin carries a story much larger than its face value, reflecting the era of World War I and a changing America. The 1918 wheat penny was struck at a time when the United States was involved in World War I. This was a period of rapid industrial growth, national unity, and financial change. Coins from this era serve as more than just currency. They are time capsules of a nation in transformation. This 1-cent coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB were originally placed prominently on the coin's reverse in 1909, but were later removed due to public criticism. In 1918, the coin did not carry the initials on the reverse, but featured the simple and elegant wheat ears design, hence the nickname Wheat Penny. On the obverse, the coin features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln. This was the first time a real person appeared on regular U.S. coinage. The motto, "In God We Trust," arches above Lincoln's head, while the word liberty rests on the left and the date, 1918, appears to the right. The reverse of the coin carries the denomination 1 cent boldly in the center, with United States of America underneath. Above it reads the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many one. Flanking both sides are 2 stalks of Durham wheat, symbolizing strength and prosperity. There were 3 mints producing this coin in 1918: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Among these, the 1918s and 1918E versions are particularly desirable to collectors due to their relative scarcity in high grades. Made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Its composition gives it a rich brown to reddish tone, which deepens with age, creating a variety of color grades among surviving specimens. Millions of 1918 wheat pennies were produced, over 288 million combined from all 3 mints. While common in circulated condition, the true rarity and value come in high grade, uncirculated examples, or those with minting errors. What makes this coin truly special for collectors today is its historical context. Coins from wartime eras often capture strong interest, especially when combined with the iconic Lincoln portrait and classic wheat reverse. Collectors seek out these coins for sets, and their availability in lower grades makes them accessible. However, in gem mint state, they are far more difficult to find, especially with sharp details and original luster. Over the years, certain rare examples of the 1918 wheat penny have fetched astonishing prices at auctions. Coins with unusual die errors, perfect strikes, or exceptional coloration can command a premium far beyond their standard market value point. One of the most valuable known specimens of the 1918 wheat penny sold for over $2 million, due to its pristine condition and a dramatic die clash error that made it truly one of a kind. While such prices are rare, they show the enormous potential hidden in what was once just a simple cent. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it might still carry decent value. Circulated examples in good condition typically sell for around $1 to $5. Higher grade coins, especially those certified by grading agencies like PGS or NGC, can fetch hundreds or even thousands depending on rarity and demand. For those interested in starting a collection, this coin 1918 United States wheat penny coin history.